So now we are going to take a look over the camera on the Lava Iris X1. As far as the camera interface is concerned, the camera interface is again stock Android. There is no optimization which has been done on the camera UI. It does have autofocus, and tap to focus is also there, so you can actually do a tap on the screen to focus on specific object. You can take a photo after that. So I'm going to take this photo right now from the Lava Iris X1, and I'm going to take two photos of this particular box which is there in the front. One with light, one without light. So this one is going to be taken with light, and let me just turn off the light and let me just take this photo again. So it does take slight amount of time more, especially whenever you are taking a photo of the same box without light. So I'm just turning on the light again so that you can see it. So this is how the overall photo clarity will look like. Again, in terms of details, the photo clarity is good enough. It does take some time to render, but the amount of clarity which I can see in this photo is pretty good. The camera is performing pretty well, I would say, in terms of the overall performance. And with light, if we can show this photo to you again, this one has been taken with light. So this one has been taken with light, and this one is slightly better, I would say, in terms of details as compared to the last one which we have seen. And this one is also good in terms of color production. We can compare it with the original object over there, and this is actually the kind of natural color production which I'm seeing on this device, which is good. Let's compare this device in terms of camera quality with the Micromax Unite 2, and let me just take the same photo of the same object over there with the 5 megapixel camera on Unite 2. So let's see how does the photo actually come out on this device when we take a photo of the same object. So we have taken the photo with the Micromax Unite 2. As far as the camera of the Moto E is concerned, Moto E is having a fixed focus camera, unlike the autofocus camera which we have on the Iris X1, which is having the highest camera of 8 megapixel. This one having a 5 megapixel camera, and this one is also having a 5 megapixel camera, but it is a fixed focus camera. So the clarity is something which I am not expecting much on the Moto E, at least. So we have the photo over here as you can see, and this photo is not at all looking good. I would say not good in terms of color production, and very bad in terms of the details. Details are not at all visible. Whereas if we compare this photo of the Lava Iris X1, which should be compared with this device, the Micromax Unite 2, as you can see, this device is having a pretty good clarity, I would say, in terms of the details it has captured. This device is also having a pretty good clarity in terms of the details it has captured. But again, I would like to say that the overall color production is slightly better on the Lava Iris X1 in comparison to the Micromax Unite 2 as far as the picture quality is concerned. Again, amount of details which I can see in both of these photos is pretty good. That is something where both of these cameras have performed well. But again, I would say the details are slightly better on the Micromax Unite 2. Now if we can compare both of these devices very closely, as you can see, the Airtel is kind of blur over here on the Lava Iris X1, whereas it is kind of clear over here and much more readable on the Unite 2. So again, Unite 2 camera is better in terms of capturing details, especially in macro shots. In long shots, both of them will perform almost the same, but this device is doing a better job in terms of color production. So this is how the camera can be compared with these two devices, the Moto E and the Micromax Unite 2 of the Lava Iris X1.